Wow.
Wow.
That works, right? Look at that, guys. We're doing it.
Nice.
Well, hey, everybody. For those of you who are just joining us, welcome. For those of you who've been here for the past, how many hours have you been going? 11? 12?
We're on. We have 3 more. How about that? I can't do math anymore.
Oh, my goodness. 3 more hours. I'm Josh from Indie Static, and we're going to be playing some 8-Bit MMO.
Cool.
It's great.
And it is free to play on their website, so if you want to come and crash their server...
Yeah, everyone join me.
Please do.
Go to
literally crash,
possibly. Quite possibly actually crash their server. We can do a stress test for them.
Yes, this is basically a load test. I'm by the way, I'm Robbie Z from 8-Bit MMO. I essentially am the development team because this is one of those crazy one-person MMO projects.
Yes.
So yeah, beware my sanity.
Yeah.
Is this by chance your first game?
Yes and no. It is my first game because I started it 12 years ago.
Oh,
but in the intervening time, I've shipped quite a few things.
I see. Okay. We were just discussing how my first game, for some horrible reason, was an MMO, and
Some horrible reason.
and I was just like, a fellow MMO indie developer.
Yeah, I was basically too naive to not start this project and too stubborn to not stop doing it.
This is what I
about right.
So right away, I love the sense of humor this game has, right? Like the non-copywritten generic blue teleporter. We all know that's a TARDIS. That's hilarious.
I've never seen such a thing. That's
What are you talking about?
So spacebar is my sword. Is there anything? So you are the. Oh yeah, we got Wolf times 10. Cool. People playing. Yeah, come join us, guys. 8bitmmo.net/play.html. And I'm gonna kill the slug.
Get in here quick before we crash it.
They're not just any kind of slug. They're lobbyist slugs.
Yeah, they are. There's so many lobbyist slugs.
They just keep coming back too.
I watch the news.
And while we play this, I'm actually going to just add some free tokens to the chat. So if people are feeling lucky, you can try and type that in the chat window inside the game without the dot, and hopefully you get some gold.
You just chat that out. You don't have to have any kind of special slash or anything.
Oh, it's just you do the /redeem and then the 16-digit ID.
Aha.
Cool.
All right,
If
guys.
you're feeling really lucky, you can just try random numbers, but you're not going to get very far.
All right. So presents coming shortly.
Oh, I should probably explain what this game is. 5 minutes into this.
Sure.
So
I'm just
8-Bit
going.
MMO,
Game over. No. I got the
short
bad
end.
end. Also, really quick, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but normally when I play games, I will do people's voices because if there's no voice acting, I'll just do it like, nah, I'm just kidding. When you get stuck, click menu and respawn. But like you're here, so I can't do that because you're Robbie Z.
Do like a New Yorker accent just like that. I think that would be pretty entertaining.
My name is Robbie Z. I made a game called 8-Bit MMO.
Keep in the back of the truck.
All right, respawn, right? No, Root, where did I go?
There you are. You're here with us.
Oh, yay.
Excellent. So just finished the tutorial now.
I have the wizard hat on.
Yeah, I've got the crazy top hat, so that's me running around above you.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So basically what 8-Bit MMO is it's a construction sandbox where you can build anything you want in this massive persistent universe. So just to give you some simple parallels, think like the user customization aspects of a game like Minecraft meet the massive persistent universe of a game like World of Warcraft. And that's pretty much what we're talking about.
Amazing. Those are 2 very popular things.
Mm-hmm.
PvP arenas. I don't think I'm geared for that.
You can probably get a pretty big game going with people.
Oh, dude. Let's get a bunch. If anybody's in here, you guys got to finish that tutorial. I want to do a massive PvP. Or do you guys want to explore dungeons? I don't want to bogart this thing, We all have opinions.
Well,
once you guys are ready, let's head on over to the left. So you'll basically spawn and then head over to the left, and then hit this bottom telepad. This is a nice arena that one of the players has actually built. He's a moderator, and so just head over to the right here, and now you're in a PvP arena. And this is actually a special kind of PvP arena. This is called Bounty Mode. And basically the objective in Bounty Mode is to try and get the highest score. And your score resets once you're done.
Warrior Cat.
Nice. Of course, I'm the one that's like, hey, let's all do this. And then people are just like, get Josh. You scoundrels. So, how many different PvP modes are there?
There's just a couple right now. I mean, keep in mind it's just me doing this.
Yeah.
But there's kind of like the basic kind of just PvP on. If you're a mayor, you can also turn PvP off, and then there's also bounty mode. So there's a three, but it can get a little bit more complex. For instance, I'm going to turn myself into a zombie.
I'll be a zombie.
The hipster tried to zap me. Jeez.
Then I'll come over and eat you.
Oh,
and
yes. This is the one time I'll ever ask somebody to eat me. Where's the zombie?
Oh, jeez.
Is this not letting?
This is insane. And amazing.
Well, I don't have zombie, but I can be a potato, so there's that.
Okay.
So now I have a fairly Greenlight sided question here. But have you been having trouble getting Greenlight because this is a free to play online multiplayer game?
It's a good question. I don't know exactly. I mean, I've basically been in the top 50 of Greenlight since Greenlight was launched. And, I'm very grateful, to the community for that, and to Valve for letting me part of the beta for the Greenlight program. But I'm definitely hoping that, I've never hit top 10, and I presume that that's part of it. So, just an FYI for anyone who's considering voting for this on Greenlight, I'm doing a contest right now. Or I shouldn't say contest; it's really a giveaway. Just to thank anyone who takes the time to upvote this. Basically go to the blog, follow the instructions, and I will send you a little code for gold in the coming days. Just as a nice little thank you.
Awesome. Well, that's definitely a good motivational tactic, even if it's just for thanks. Because
yeah, of course. Who doesn't like a bribe, Like, come on. Get the gold! Vote it up on Steam! Hello!
Considering calling it the Totally Not a Bribe contest.
Yep, that's the only name that it could be called. That's the perfect name. What was the process like with you for this? I'm always curious to know. Like, I talk to a lot of devs, and everybody has a process, right? Like the guys who did the Stanley Parable, they apparently put on the Up soundtrack, and that's like the only thing they listen to when they are creating a game, which I think is super cool. What kind of quirks do you have?
I wouldn't say that I always listen to a specific sort of genre or something. When I'm coding, I find that I kind of think about my ideas for a while, and then once I'm ready to really hammer out the code, I usually play some electronic dubstep or what have you, and I think that's kind of carried over into the trailer a little bit because at least in the S8 trailer, which is the current one, it's a very kind of chiptune meets electronic dance sort of vibe. Actually done by the folks over at Electric Children, and they've got a pretty cool band over there if you haven't checked it out before.
Very nice.
Yeah. And so while I'm answering your question, I'm also going into the database and adding some plat for myself so I can demo zombies for you.
Yeah.
Nothing like manual database editing in front of 600 people.
Yeah. Is there something? Is there another place we should check out after this, or do you when you show us the zombie?
Yeah. So
it's your game. I want you to kind of guide us where you want everyone to check out those bits.
Sure. I think probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put the zombies in, and then after I do that, I'm going to show you an example of a player town that's pretty cool. And then after that, we're going to actually try and make our own town, or at least
I'm zombie. Oh boy.
So there are zombies everywhere.
I got bit. Look at his teeth when he chomps. he's got a derpy mouth. That's amazing. I'm a
And
zombie.
try talk when you're a zombie because it uses realistic zombie language.
Wait, what's the chat?
I entered a chat.
Oh, I'm not a zombie anymore. Somebody bite me.
Oh,
Somebody. Okay, there we go.
delicious.
Derp.
Other people are still trying to join in and play. Where they're trying to figure out how to get where you guys are.
Yeah. So actually, why don't we just go ahead and do a menu respawn route, and we'll actually go on a little bit of a tour.
All right.
Oh, there we go.
So everyone follow the guy in the top hat. That's the dude that's me and not the other dude. That doesn't narrow it down. Here we go. So go ahead and from the center of route, head to the right and go to this second telepad. Everyone see where I'm standing? Go in there.
Ooh.
This is a hub city. This is actually a city that's made by KJH, and it links outward to all the different places in the game, these different hub cities. And I'm going to go to a town, another player town called Valhalla, and see where I'm standing. It's like 3 or 4 to the right. Just follow the dudes with the top hat and hit E on that, and we can check out another player town.
Valhalla.
Totally lost.
And it should be all snowy-like. So you can see over here, like there's this is basically a town that's got about 15 citizens or so, and they all built it collaboratively together. For instance, like over here, there's an igloo, and my favorite thing about this is it's got like a carpet in it, so it's like a really fancy igloo. There's all sorts of stuff in this town that you can kind of wander around. Up here, to the top right is a little bit of a racetrack, and players will actually get around outside sit on the bleachers of this racetrack and like place bets on players as they go around in a circle and try and get like the fastest times. So it's just really cool to see what the community comes up with and kind of like new ways that they use to play the game, because it's really awesome. They're just super smart and super creative.
Are they like the races that you're talking about? Is this all player driven, or are there NPCs as well?
There's a couple NPCs. There's about 3 or 4 quest-giving NPCs, and they're very simple in terms of like their purpose is primarily to teach you how to play the game. I'm looking at in future like adding kind of more NPCs to add a little bit more gameplay and add a little bit more kind of things to do that's kind of linearly driven. But the idea is that you basically kind of come in, you learn how to play the game, and then you kind of build your own area.
I've got a question. What if you're stuck in water, hypothetically?
Pathetic.
What if you hypothetically found yourself in a racetrack swimming pool and you couldn't get out of it? You know, hypothetically, there's an oxygen danger warning on my screen.
There's some kind of menu
that's
thing
really perfect.
to respawn, I think.
There we go. Yeah, it respawned me. Or some dingleberry killed me in the water.
Just do any spawn route, and we're actually going to get started building our own town.
Yes. Respawn route.
And so where we're going to build this is the very first teleporter right where you spawn in menu respawn route. We'll just go in there, and we're going to build in this area. So since this is a town, there's a specific access.
Gosh, all these people.
You have to be a citizen to build in this town. So I'm going to add you as a citizen. And I'm going to add a couple of the mods too, because they're really good.
Whoops. Whoops, what am I doing? What am I doing? You guys are going to see my Twitter in a minute.
Cool. All right. So basically, as I don't know if you've done any of the building tutorials yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I played this game when it first kind of hit the scene a while back. You said you've been developing it. Did you say 12 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was really publicly announced about a year and a half ago.
Right. And I think that's when I got my hands on it via my editor-in-chief, Chris Priestman.
Oh yeah, that dude's awesome.
Yeah, he's the man. So should we like everybody collaboratively try to build something together?
Yeah, that would be cool. I figure what I'll do is I'll place a couple roads down here in the middle, and we can start using that as kind of like a base.
Refresh my memory.
Mm-hmm.
Where you're replacing roads. I feel like there is some sort of interface that I'm missing out on here.
So in order to actually get some items to build with, you just want to press, you either want to go to menu shop or just press H.
Ah, yes.
And then once you're in there, you have a fairly substantial number of kind of different tiles that you can use. The primary category you're going to want to go to is the construction, which is the one at the top left. And then you'll see a whole bunch of different items.
Now, are these stacks or individuals? Like
those are individual items.
Awesome.
You can, if you hit buy 10, you'll get a nice stack of 10.
What are we gonna build, guys?
Should build a kitten. This is my vote.
I'm down to build a kitten. If we can pull that off in 9 minutes, I will be thrilled.
Oh, sorry, Hal. Speaking of kittens, I need a kitten.
I want it to be a checkered cat with carpet. Oh, what kind of carpet? Yeah. All right. So to collaborate, we're gonna have to do this. Everybody's just kind of like.
I'm just laying down garbage at the moment. I'm sorry. I can't help it.
Calvin, you were being a garbage maker.
Was this road? I'm just running up this. Is this road here already, or did somebody just put this down? North. If you go north, there's a pretty substantial road.
No, I think that's here for a while. I wonder why it just stops. Maybe, although, actually, we can ask him. Oh, yep. Sai, who's the guy who built the road, just said in the chat room, you just ran into the road that I made the other day.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. So into this town, we already have a road someone made for us.
Well, let's start building a cat, shall we?
Incidentally, for all the viewers at home, if you want to build and you're not a member of the town, just walk slightly outside the town borders and you can build on all the edges.
Anybody can?
Anybody can. Yeah, it's limited to just us for inside the town limits, but it's only basically like 2 screens wide. So if you just go any direction, you can build all on the outskirts if you're not a member.
Why is my inventory not working?
It's a little tricky. You gotta click on the things, and then you gotta click on the drop active.
Yeah.
And then you'll be able to place stuff, if you are in a placeable stuff place. See, now your active is
R.
the great bricks.
I kept hitting my attack rather than my R button.
And then, yeah, there you go.
Oh, but Josh, you should have permission to build in the town if you want to come down south.
You have a town? How do I not know this? This area? This is our town? Yeah. Okay, great.
Well, we've just started it, but yeah, this is basically our town.
I just saw a road and I was like, a house needs to be in this road. So I started building a house. Alright. We're gonna have cats. Oh, bigger bricks. Excellent. Window bricks. This is one of those things, too, when I start getting, and I'm sure everybody does that, because I can tell by the radio silence, when everyone's, like, into building, they're like, all right, I'm going to build the best thing ever. And then everyone gets super into it, which is great, because that's exactly what you want. Like, I just, playing Minecraft with my friends, I do the same thing, and then you just won't hear anybody on Skype for, like, an hour, and then you look up, and the most magical thing is in front of you, and they're like, yeah, I just built that. All right, let me shop some more. All right, guys, I'm just gonna say this. I think. Wait, I don't even have to purchase that amount of gold. How do I get more gold?
Gold. Here we go.
Oh yeah, how do I? Yeah, I accept that trade for 5,689 gold.
I am not good at business.
Oh, amazing. All right, here we go. I'm the worst builder in the history of building, everyone. I'm just going to make water that's 2 blocks high. Yeah, we are. It's my pool that you can just walk into. You're damn right it is. My house is a swimming pool. What's up?
I was gonna say that it doesn't really look like a cat, but maybe it's Picasso or.
We have a friend who's got a third story that's a trampoline, so why not swimming pool?
Can I just talk about this? Somebody made a cat's butt, it looks like.
Ooh,
I see.
Yes.
Yeah, look at that
Cat
cat's
shape.
butt, and with the tail made out of a different color.
Amazing.
Does it look? It looks like a cat's butt, right? Like the tail is the. Or am I
Sure.
just a perv looking at cat butts?
You have to leave it
And why am I so familiar with cat butts?
Yes.
People in chat are like, "Wow, Josh looks at a lot of cat butt." Don't judge me. All right, let's get some checkered blocks. I'm just ruining everything. No good, guys. Let's put checkers around the outside of this. Oh, damn it. I ran out.
Someone's placed down a reward block kind of in the middle of town. And those are pretty cool because basically they're kind of like a nice reward for finding your town, or it acts kind of like a guest book. So basically once you use it, you get a little bit of gold, and you also get your name kind of written down in the town's history.
That's amazing. Guys, we just went down in history.
They're asking in the chat if you can have private servers, or if it's
You
just
can't
one.
have servers, but you can basically, with a townstone, you're basically owning a part of the server, and you have pretty good control of that part of the server.
So it's a private server section.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's like, think of it as like you basically own this land, and so you have really good control over that land, and it's cool too because it means like you've got full control. You don't have to worry about griefing or anything, and if you have another clan or group that's nearby, then you can kind of wander from one place to the other, seamlessly.
Are there any sort of like big battles that go on between, say, like various guilds or clans or groups, or whatever you want to call them?
I have seen that, yeah. It's not officially supported. It's something that I had been intending to add for a while, but people just started doing it. I love these guys because they're just so creative, and they just come up with these things. They've got like these kind of alliances between multiple towns and all sorts of crazy stuff.
Well, if you'll excuse me, I'm just gonna sleep in the middle of town. Thank you very much. And we are going to bed, everyone.
Accomplished.
What else? I want to set up. Where's my shop? More household items. I want safe. All right, we need a table and a chicken leg. God, oh wow! I think somebody's trying to sex me right now in my bed. There's a whole lot of sexy going in my bed right now. Let's see. Inventory. Table. And we're going to drop the table next to the bed, because that's where it belongs. Look at everyone's trying to orgy me on my bed. What is going on? I am not Caligula. Get away from me. I'm just inviting that. Hey, here's a bed. Everyone, of course they would. We're going to crash the thing because you're in my bed.
Well, you have about 1 minute left. Are you sure you want to leave it on that kind of a note, Josh?
Well, I just put down a chicken leg and I'm spent, so I'm gonna eat.
Wow.
I don't know.
Attracting sort of element.
Do we? I don't want it to be on me. The note doesn't have to be my note. We're all in this together.
So how about this? How about for the last thing? If you go to menu map,
Yes.
and just scroll around for a second and kind of check out some of the player buildings. It's based off the map system is based off the Google Maps API, and it's basically I've just kind of subbed in the 8-Bit MMO kind of map into that, and so it's pretty cool.
I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, your pop-up blocker might block it.
Yeah, I
That's
think
what's happening for me,
Oh,
too.
it is happening. Yeah.
I see it.
I would. Well, how do I just don't want the game to crash in the last second.
Yeah, if you just in your browser do 8bitmmo.net/megamap.
All right, everyone. Here it is. Oh, nice. Oh man,
Wow.
using the Google Maps is so cool.
Yeah, it's I'm just like, I scroll around here and I just get lost for, half
right.
an hour at a time, just
I'm
kind of
gonna
exploring different stuff people built.
Zoom all the way out,
Oh,
so
man.
everyone can kind of get an idea of the scale. Holy
This is all-
smokes! Well, I guess that's the same tile, just repeated, right? Oh
yeah, after the
Sure.
line delineates the boundary there.
But still, right here, this is like you got a whole lot of stuff going on.
yeah.
So everybody should definitely play. Go to 8bitmmo.net, sign up because you have to. It's completely free to play, and start adding to this thing, man. We can build towns. Is this a dragon right here? What is this? Oh,
Yeah, and get it greenlit if you want the community on the game to grow, basically, because it'll just reach so many more eyes.
Yeah, please go ahead, consider voting yes if you do. It's not only will I thank you, but I will also thank you with a gift of gold. So
totally not a bribe.
details.
Totally not a bribe.
Not a bribe, just a thank you.
There's a yin yang. I mean, look at that. Somebody made a. I mean, I'm not like condescending. Like you're able to make whatever you want, and you can do it together because it's a sandbox construction game. It's funny you see all these roads like just randomly connecting things. So I'm starting to follow that. It's like a. Oh, this is so cool. Now I just want to go find all of these things. Somebody's like written their name. Deadly Bacon 7 hockey.
All right, I'm popping Terry in just so you're not all surprised when he comes in.
Oh God.
So gotta merge over to the next game.
I'm not used to new people.
I found a water slide.
Nice.
What?
Like a water park slide.
This is crazy.
Well, thank you guys so much for having me on. I really appreciate it, and I know it has to have been crazy to organize something this huge. So, thanks for doing this. It's awesome to be part of this.
Yeah,
That was
no,
fun.
happy to help.
Turn your mic off again.
There we go. I add anyone to the call, and it turns my microphone on. People at Skype, if you are tuning in, fix that.
I see a giant lawyer cat statue.
All right, Terry, are you in?
It's amazing.
Yeah. Did I cause an echo? I probably caused
No, it was my fault. For some reason, Skype hates me. It's okay.
Oh.
All right, so we are all set with this game, Josh. If you want to
Cool.
switch over.
Yeah,
Next
absolutely.
one.
All right, guys. I'm gonna shut down the stream for a minute here, and then we're going to be playing Retro Booster next. Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah, guys. Keep tuning in. Follow everybody in all of these social networks. Check out 8-Bit MMO for sure, and stick around because I'll be right back with Retro Booster. Now, how do I stop this?